What is up there, everybody? Citrus Aviation here with yet another video. And we're going to talk about something interesting that just happened today. While I was out, I was getting a haircut, detailing the interior of my Jeep, and doing some other stuff out and about today. There was an announcement made today by Gemini Jets that they are going to be producing the Delta Connexion ERJ-175, operated by SkyWest Airlines, in 200 and 400 scale. Now, to model collectors, this is a huge deal. And in today's video, I'm going to talk about why this is a big deal and what makes it such a big thing for the collection hobby. So for those of you who don't know, I'm a big model airplane collector, as well as liking to fly on real airplanes. Big fan of anything aviation related. And I collect model airplanes, as a lot of you who watch this channel know. And as I do, I like to collect models of aircraft I've either flown on, spotted before, or seen in real life, something like that. And there are some aircraft that are more common than others, and some that don't get produced as often as others. So regional jets in the United States are a big part of the aviation industry. However, they do not get produced in mass market model airplanes very often. Back in 2021, we got the Delta Connexion CRJ900, which was a huge deal. Actually, I have the 200 scale. I have the 200 scale model that right here. I have 6 of these. And this particular registration, if I can bring it up to the camera, this particular reg is November 821 Sierra Kilo. It's a SkyWest CRJ900. This was the very first aircraft I ever walked on as a ramp agent. It was this aircraft was coming in from Minneapolis, and so I got to hook up the ground power right here up the nose. This is where the ground power is, connection for the CRJ900. And so this was the very first airplane I walked on. So this was a big deal to me to get this model, because I'd walked on it. I've been inside the bin on this aircraft. I think I've walked on this plane twice. But it's a cool model, and nice to have a Delta CRJ900, because Delta has 147 of these in their fleet, the very common aircraft type. And so a lot of people want a model of it, particularly in the US, where there are so many of these that operate. Another really common aircraft type is the ERJ-175 in Delta's fleet, and not just Delta, but everyone's fleet. And there have been a lot of models of that made for most airlines. We've gotten Alaska Airlines models, we've gotten United, we've gotten American. We have not gotten a Delta Connexion one yet. One has never been made in the scale. And Delta has 126 of these aircraft in operation. The majority of them are SkyWest, I believe about 110. And then there's about 14 or so that are operated by Republic Airways. So it's a big deal to get a model of this aircraft. And a big deal for me because I like collecting Delta Airlines models. I have the most of Delta Airlines. I make a model airport of Atlanta Hartsfield Jackson. Delta is a big part of my collection. So for them to announce that they are finally doing this model is a huge deal. Big deal. It's something I'm very excited about. So they announced a picture of what this aircraft will look like. It's kind of a blurry one. It looks like the tail number is going to be November 276 Sierra Yankee. That's what it looks like. Now, I specifically requested the company to make November 306 Sierra Yankee. However, you know, they're going to make whatever registration they want to. But I was hoping for 306. I don't think we're going to get it, though. But they operate over 100 of these. They're quite common. They're 76-seater regional jets. They're very nice aircraft. If you've ever flown on one, they're super comfortable, quiet, great legroom. The seats are big. They're really nice planes to be on. And for anyone who flies them, I've heard great things about their flying characteristics. They have really good sort fuel capabilities. They're just really nice aircraft. Much better than a lot of the other regional jets. In fact, I think it is the best regional jet out there. So, best regional jet goes to Embraer 175. Close second would be the CRJ900, and then everything else is kind of just way worse. So, those are the 2 best regional jets that are out there. So, getting this model is going to be huge. I'm going to buy quite a few of them. As many of you know, I'm a big collector of these aircraft. I've definitely walked on this when I was on the ramp. I walked on every single SkyWest ERJ-175 at least once. So I've definitely walked on this aircraft before. And it will be a nice addition to my collection. So I know a lot of people were interested in my thoughts on this because I'm a big Delta collector. A lot of people know that I've been waiting for this model, requested by Gemini Jets several times. I even made a video about when GemiJets officially was going to be announcing it, because back at Airlines International I asked the social media manager when the aircraft is coming out, and here's his response. I have a burning question for Todd from GemiJets.
Okay.
When are we getting the Delta ERJ-175?
Let's say by next February.
Hey, let's go! Yeah, all right. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, we're down for it. We are all down for that.
Yeah, that's right.
So you can see he said by February. So now here it is the 1st of September, and they put it in the future releases. So we're probably going to see in the next 2 or 3 batches. So I think actually we'll see it by the end of the year. And I will be buying it in both scales. They said they will make it in both scales, so I'm quite excited. So it'll be a great model, something I'm excited about. I did have a different video planned for today, but this came up, and so I was like, I have to make this video. So yeah, the new Delta ERJ-175 is definitely a model I'm super excited about, and a model I'm going to pick up, as many of you probably figured that out already. I'm happy to get it. I'm happy to see it. Happy to add to my collection, as it's really the last Delta Airlines model that hasn't been made. Basically everything else Delta's been made. They even did the 767-400 now, which that was something that hadn't been made before. And now basically every aircraft type that's operated by Delta Airlines has a model of it. So you can buy whatever Delta Airlines models you want. This basically will complete the Delta collection for a lot of people. Obviously I'm going to keep collecting more because I like Delta, and there's a lot of great aircraft to get. So that'll be quite exciting. A lot of great things happening in the model collection hobby. They announced a few other things. They're going to be doing the Delta 319, so happy to see a nice new version of that. Haven't gotten one of those in almost 10 years. The United A321neo will be a nice model. I'm excited for that. United is going to be getting theirs here very soon. And then another United 787-10, that's the second release. I'll probably end up picking that one up as well, because it should be on the new updated mold, which is quite good. So yeah, a lot of good models they announced in this little batch of future releases. We don't know exactly when they'll be available to be purchased, but I would expect in the next 3 months. So the Delta 175 in particular is very exciting for me. And those are my thoughts. I think it's nice to see that we're finally getting a completion of that aircraft into a lot of people's fleets and collections. So I'm excited to get it. I want to know what you think. Let me know in the comments down below. With that being said, thank you all so much for watching. Have a great rest of your day, and God bless you.